Hello everyone, welcome back. Severed is here, coming back with part 9 of What If Deku Had Bloodcurdle. Now, where we last left off, Izuku and Stain has gone into Hoso City for, you know, some killing of heroes, while Shigaraki and Uravity are just destroying some buildings. Uravity using her quirk while Shigaraki just throwing his Nomus. And by this time, Stain was about to kill a hero, but before that happened, Ida come from nowhere and go to, kick Stain face, but Izuku come in front of him and punch him in his face, throwing his helmet off of his head. And after that, Izuku in the end managed to cut off Ida right leg and paralyze him forever, doing the same thing that he did to his brother Tensei. In the end, Izuku and Stain were about to leave the place, but another one has come into the scene, which is Kirishima, with the red lightning all around his body, being, the successor of One for All. And after Izuku managed to actually cut him under his hand, under his arm, whereas, his weak point, whereas his hardening doesn't being effective, he managed to paralyze him, but for a short period, for some time, not for forever, because he see that he is actually a true hero. And Steino and Izuku are about to leave, but just like always, being interrupted by another two people, but this time is the father and the son, Endeavor and his son, Shoto Todoroki. And now we continue. As Stain has finally decided to come into the fight because Izuku is the one that have, fought against Ida and Kirishima. Since a pro hero is right now in the scene, Stain need to help Izuku a little bit. As, they are right now by the side of each other as Kirishima said, Todoroki, what are you doing here? As Todoroki said, isn't it obvious I'm here to help? As Endeavor said, Hero Killer Stain, give up, don't let me hurt you. As Stain said, you, Endeavor, right? The number 2 hero. I read what Izuku has told me about you. And you really deserve to die! As after that, Stain start jumping left to right on the walls. Endeavor start, levitating in the air using the flames under his feet to start, flying and throwing fire out of his hand, while Shoto trying to help his father, or Endeavor his not father, all thing about father or and things like that, is just trying to help, but from his left side, Izuku immediately come and go to slash him, but Todoroki immediately using his flames in his left side throw a fire at Izuku, making him go back into another go back a little bit, as Izuku taking his sword out of his staff and getting ready to fight. As Todoroki said, so you're Midoriya, huh? Kirishima told me about you. You were always using him, is that right? Just wishing for you yourself to know his weak points in the future so you can kill him, right? You're such a disgusting creature. As Izuku said, look who's talking. Someone that he doesn't even know how to use his flames. As Izuku start jumping left and right on the walls. Todoroki trying to throw an ice, Izuku dodging the ice and sometimes just slashing through it. As while that happening, Endeavor and Stain are fighting. Endeavor go to slash Endeavor left arm, but Endeavor immediately throw a fire at Stain. Stain being, burned a little bit, but he got hold of himself and throw a knife at Endeavor face, slashing his face a little bit. As, the Stain was about to, to recall that knife using the magnetism inside Izuku glove, to recall the knife and lick the blood out of the knife, but Endeavor immediately throwing another beam of fire at Stain, which throwing him on a wall. And after that, he creates a spear of fire and throw it at Stain. Stain dodging this barely, while Izuku is fighting Shoto, and he going, just slashing through Todoroki ice, which overwhelmed him so fast, seeing how Todoroki just throwing ice after another ice, making Izuku being overwhelmed so fast, as he said in his mind, damn it, if we were gonna continue fighting like this, we were gonna lose. As Izuku immediately throwing two red smoke bombs all around them, around of him to blind Todoroki a little bit. As after that, Todoroki trying to said in his mind, where is he? I can't see him. As from his behind he hear a sound saying, behind of you. As he immediately tried to spin around, but Izuku was, ready for this. As he was about to stab, Todoroki directly through his heart, but before that happened, he being hit by an air force throwing him on away from Todoroki. As he got hold of himself, looking in front of him, he see Kirishima was, having his fingers in front of him, throwing like, an air blast or something like that as Izuku. As he throw another one and another one at Izuku. Izuku trying to dodge this, but he can't dodge the air as he being hit by it. Todoroki immediately throw another mountain of ice at Izuku, freezing Izuku in his place. As Izuku tried to move, but he can't move. Stain said, no, Curdle! As after that, Endeavor said, focus on your fight! As, Stain immediately spin around, but Endeavor has already thrown a beam of fire at him. He put his hand in front of him trying to protect his face, but he being thrown at a wall by the side of Izuku. As he look in front of him, he see Kirishima and, Todoroki and Endeavor standing in front of him. Kirishima with lots of red lightnings all around his body. Todoroki getting ready to throw another mountain of ice while Endeavor is just on fire. As, Izuku said, come on, Stain, let me out of here. As Stain immediately taken his blade and slashed the ice, getting Izuku out of the ice. As, Stain said, Izuku, run away. As Izuku said, what? You're not serious. I'm not gonna run away. As Izuku, tried to stand up, but he, feel a massive pain on his left arm. As he see that his left arm is engulfed in ice. As, Stain said, you are weak. You can't fight right now. You should run away. I will gonna make sure to distract them while you're running away. Alright, Izuku. As Izuku said, no, I'm not gonna leave you here, Stain. As Stain said, come on already. If we stay here together, both of us will gonna get captured. As Izuku start, tearing up, saying, no, you can't force me to leave you here. Not now. As Stain said, come on. You know this day will gonna come. One day, they will gonna go after us, and one of us will gonna get captured. And if it should be me, then shall be it. As Stain jump in front of Hino into Endeavor to try slashing him and start fighting them, jumping on the walls, fighting very seriously. As Izuku tried to go at Stain to help him, but Todoroki throwing a wall of ice in front of Izuku, blocking his way. As Izuku said, no, Stain, stop this. As Stain said, remember, next time it will be your turn. As he pointed with his finger at Izuku eyes whiting. As Stain said, run away already. As Izuku immediately spin around and start jumping away using his grappling hook with his left arm, which is not engulfed in ice. As while he's running away, he's just tearing up, saying, why aren't you running away? Why are you running away? Go back there. Stain needs you. Don't go away like a coward. Stop running away. Stop running away. As after that, he just looking behind, seeing the fight, but he just continue jumping on the buildings until he finally got into the hideout. As once Izuku got into the hideout, he immediately, break the ice out of his hand and
start, panicking, saying, Stain is still there. I need to go there. I need to help him. But he told me to not go there. But what's all gonna happen to him? What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? As Izuku got an idea, saying, "Wait, the news reporter." As he immediately go at the television to watch the news. When he opened the news, he see in the scene the transporter saying, "Tonight, the hero killer Stain has been finally captured by Endeavor, the number 2 hero, and his son, Shoto Todoroki, with the help of other couple of students. One student has been got injured and his leg has been cut off, but at least Stain has been getting captured." As Izuku looking at the television with his tears in his eyes, looking seeing Stain that he's being captured and he's all in chains and can't move. As Izuku said, "No, that can't be. You can't be serious." As after that, Stain has noticed the camera as he, using what left of his power, immediately jump into the air and kick the face of the police as he jumped in front of the camera and said, "Don't think that the hero killer has done yet. I leave all my hopes and dreams, all my weapons, all my ideas into one person. He will gonna continue where I stopped. He will gonna show the people that the heroes should be true and the fake should perish. I leave everything to you. I leave everything to you, Curdle. Now, next time it will be your turn, and I'm sure that you will not gonna disappoint me." As the heroes trying to get Stain out of the, drag Stain away from the camera, but Stain just continues speaking to the camera, telling them how he's not the only hero killer and there is another hero killer still in the town. No one should be stay and feel that they are safe. No fake hero should still feeling that he will not gonna die, because the hero killer is still out there and he's still watching. But in the end, they finally managed to get Stain out of the face of the camera. As Izuku just standing in the hideout listening to this, as he's just cheering up, and after that, he turned off the TV and turned around as he go into Stain room, saying, "You're right. I'm a hero killer. You left everything for me, Stain, and I will not gonna just stand there and cry on you, seeing that you have been captured. Instead of that, I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna use your blades. I'm gonna wear your clothes. I'm gonna prove to the people that the hero killer is still out there." As Izuku taking stained clothes and wear it wearing stained clothes, looking like this, as he said, "I promise you, Stain, as long as I'm still alive, no fake hero should go out of my sight alive. I'm gonna make you proud. I'm gonna prove to you that I was a worthy successor for your ideas. Wherever you are right now, I wish that you will gonna see what I'm gonna about to do, because right now, this is my turn." And after that, 1 week has passed,
which is Stain has finally gone into Tartarus, while Izuku is just continue being the hero killer that he is right now. The news has been blown up by the new hero killer Curdle, which has been gone even so far, more than Stain how he was even going. Izuku in that week he was training like heck. He was training non-stop at all. He just breaking himself into the point of just pure strength, killing heroes left and right, pro heroes, even some in the top rank, which making the news reporter think back about what Stain said, that the hero killer is still out there, while Stain's still in his cell. Sometime he just watched the news after through the televisions that the police just living inside the prison, those little TVs on the walls, watching what's happening outside, which making him smile, saying to himself, "Great job, Izuku. I was sure that you were not gonna disappoint me. As we cut into Izuku right now in the hideout, just sitting down wearing a black, hoodie jacket, or, a red t shirt, just sitting down eating his breakfast, watching the news. As the news reporter said, last night the hero killer Curdle has managed to kill 15 hero in one night. We are now wondering if Stain was right all along. Is his new successor, Curdle, is really very worthy for his ideas? He proved himself to be a danger, even more dangerous than his own master, Stain. The heroes are right now on high alert to capture this kid that called Curdle. If you saw this face anywhere, contact the police immediately. Which is Izuku is no longer wearing his mask or anything. The only thing that he will gonna always wear is only stained red scarf. As Izuku, said, yeah, just talk about me. Me, more dangerous than Stain? What a joke. He's the one that made me. One day I'm gonna get you out of the prison, Stain. Just wait until that day. As he hear a knock on the door, as Izuku, getting ready to take his blade and slash whoever is behind the wall, as he opened the door up and immediately put the, sword on the throat of the person. As he see in front of him Toga saying, what are you doing, Izuku? As Izuku said, Toga, I'm sorry. It's just, I'm quite nervous. As Toga said, yeah, you've been blowing up the news lately. As Izuku said, yeah, the news. As Toga said, hey, I'm sorry about Stain. I know how you two were always close to each other. As Izuku said, nah, it's not a big problem. I'm gonna get him out of Tartarus one day. But not now, I'm still quite weak. As Toga said, weak? You've been killing top heroes like the number 20, number 18, 32. All those heroes has been killed by your hand. As Izuku said, yeah, but I'm still not quite strong to finally kill him. As, Toga said, killing who exactly? As Izuku said, Endeavor, the number 2 hero. He's the one that I'm going after, and he's the one that I should kill more than anyone else. He was harassing his. He was always yeah, hurting his children's, which is Todoroki and the other 3. One of them has already died, which is named Toya Todoroki. And there are still 2 others, but, this Endeavor is not, really talking about them that much. He acting like a jerk and he should die because he's such a fake. As Toga said, alright Izuku, but can I come in? As Izuku said, yeah, alright, come in. To be honest with you, I'm quite lonely here. As Toga said, yeah, you sure are, because I saw lots of trees out there being cut off. As Izuku said, I'm sorry, it's just me was training on my strength, trying to slash trees with one hit or something like that. As Toga said, well, you are sure training so hard on yourself. Don't you think it's quite, need to rest a little bit? Maybe get out and, on a date with me? As Izuku blushes a little bit, saying, what are you talking about? As Toga said, I mean, I'm quite want to get out with you again. Remember that day, the last time that we got out together? As Izuku said, you mean the day where those 2 idiots tried to attack, bullies tried to touch you? As Toga said, yep. How about we get out of here and go into, eating something, like drinking the, orange juice or something like that. What do you say about this, Izu? As Izuku said, Maybe you're right. I need some free time to myself. I'm really quite, throwing myself too much into the hero killing thing. Histoga said, "Yay, okay, let's go. Wear your, take your hoodie jacket and let's go." As Izuku, wearing his black hoodie jacket and keeping, a corona mask on his face to, protect, not making people know who he is. As after that, he starts walking with Toga. Toga just wrapping her arms around Izuku, right arm. As they just walking together, Toga said, "So where should we go first? Do you have any ideas?" As Izuku said, "Well, how about we go into animals shop? Taking seeing animals like pets and things like that." As Toga said, "Really? Do you love cats? I really love cats. What's your favorite kind of cat, Izuku?" As Izuku said, black color and red eyes." As Toga said, "Seriously?" As Izuku said, "What? You ask me about my favorite kind of cats?" As Toga said, "No, nah, it's not a big deal. Okay, let's go." As Izuku and Toga go into, a pets a pets shop, as they looking around, seeing, puppies and cats and birds and things like that. As Toga just saying, "They are so cute. Look at this little cat here, Izuku." As Izuku, seeing a cat through the glass, as he said, that's right. She's so cute." As Izuku, hearing a sound from his left side, hearing a sound of a little cat. As he look, on the left, seeing a black cat with red eyes. As he looking directly into the cat eyes, and the cat just looking back at him. As they are just looking at each other menacingly. As Toga, just saying, "Are you okay? Is this some sort of staring context between you and the cat, Izuku?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, no, no, it's just I lost myself in thoughts. Um, uh, do you want anything?" As Toge said, "Really? Can we take any pets here?" As Izuku said, "Yeah, maybe. Some pets will be useful, to make me stop thinking about killing heroes." As Toga said, "Come on, you need to make your voice a little bit, much more calm than this, or the people are gonna start notice you." As Izuku said, "Yeah, you're right." As Izuku said, "Mister, how many this cat will gonna cost me?" As the guy, give Izuku, some tell Izuku how this cat's price is. As Izuku taken the cat with the black, color and the red eyes, as he just, taking it out of the box and let it start, walking freely. As the guy said, "I suggest you put it inside the box, or she will gonna run away from you, kid." As Izuku looking at the cat's eyes, saying, "Nah, I think she'll gonna stay with me." As after that, Izuku, holding his hand in front of her, letting the cat come into, on his shoulder. As she starts, scratching her head against each Izuku cheek. As Toga said, "You're looking so cute, Izuku, with your cat." As Izuku said, "Stop it." As Toga said, "I will gonna take a photo of this." As Izuku said, "Wait, no," but Toga has already taken a photo, with her on the camera, of course. As Toga said, "This will be a very beautiful photo of us, three of us together." As Izuku said, "Alright, let's just go." And after that, Izuku and Toga just walking with, the cat on Izuku's shoulder. In the end, Toga said, "Well, how about we eat something?" As Izuku said, "What kind of thing that we eat? Do you have any ideas?" As Toga said, I was about to say cake, but judging from the last time that we gone into a cake shop, I think it's better for us to eat something normal." As Izuku said, "Do you like pizza?" As Toga said, yeah, alright, pizza is good. As Izuku, and Toga go and start eating pizza, the cat is just, mowing on Izuku's shoulder as Izuku said, do you want something? As Izuku give the cat some meat out of the pizza, and the cat just eating it. As Toga said, you really should give him a name. As Izuku said, alright, what should I give you? How about blood? As Toga said, seriously, bloodcurdle? Are you serious, Izuku? Can't you become more creative? As Izuku said, what? I mean, my name is Curdle, and as Izuku said, well, how about we ask him? How do you think about blood? Blood? Do you like this name? As the cat immediately meowed at Izuku. Izuku said, well, looks like he's agreeing on the name. As Toga said, fine, fine, bloodcurdle. As Izuku said, yeah, I like it. Let's have a good ringing to it. Bloodcurdle. Well, I think we should go. As Toga and Izuku start, walking down out of the mall, but before they continue walking, Izuku, hearing a sound from behind saying, you know, if it wasn't for you, I might actually killed All Might that time. As Izuku looking behind, he sees Shigaraki. As Izuku said, Shigaraki, what's he's doing here? As Toga said, oh, Shigi, let's go, Izuku. As Izuku said, wait, you know him? As Izuku said, wait, you know Shigaraki? As Toga said, yeah, I'm kinda with his League of Villains. As Izuku said, what? You're working with him? As Toga said, shh, just let us go. As Izuku said, fine. Because, he trusting Toga. She's the only person that he can trust right now. If the whole world is behind your back, you need someone to trust in the end. As he just going with Toga, leaving Shigaraki with Kirishima. As after that they get out of the mall, as Izuku said, well, what do you want? As Izuku said, well, what do you want, Toga, then? As Toga said, well, I kinda had a mission from Shigaraki telling me to, get you into the League of Villains. As Izuku said, so that why you come in the morning? As Toga said, well, not exactly. I kind of just come that just like I told you, want to go with a date with you, but I just got a call from Shigaraki telling me to, get you. As Izuku said, fine. Just take me to the League of Villains. As Toga said, wait, that easily? As Izuku said, I need someone on my side. And if it will gonna be the League of Villains, then I don't have a problem with it. As Toga said, well, fine then, let's go. As Toga got Izuku into an alleyway and called Kiriguri to open a portal. As Kiriguri come out of a portal saying, Miss Toga and Mr. Curdle, welcome. I see that you got with you a little pet. As Izuku said, yeah. Is it a problem? As Kiriguri said, not at all. Come through the portal. I will gonna prepare something for you to drink. And for the little cat to eat. As Izuku, go through the portal with Toga. As when he come through the portal, he, see Shigaraki has already come back into the hideout with a couple of other people. Someone with with such a face that filled with scars. Another one that looking like a turtle, ninja turtle to be honest with you. A second person that looking like a gentleman wearing a hat. And someone that he's looking weird. He's just looking, black and white. As Izuku said, and who are these? As Shigaraki said, welcome into the League of Villains. It's finally nice to meet you again, Curdle. As Izuku said, yes, Shigaraki, what do you want? As Shigaraki said, well, I saw what's happened with your partner Stain, so I decided that you might need some help. So, what do you say about joining the League of Villains? As Izuku said, sure enough, I don't have anything better to do. I'm joining you, but on one condition. As Shigaraki said, what is it? I'm all here to hear you. As Shigaraki said, well, I'm all open ears to hear what your condition. As Izuku said, I want you to help me to get Stain out of Tardress. As Shigaraki said, well, that will be easy. I will gonna help you on that. But in the future. For now, the League of Villains have another kind of missions. As Izuku said, sure enough, but are you gonna introduce me into the team or what? As Toga said, oh, I will do that. This is Dabi. He's the one with the flame quirk. He can burn anyone into ashes and turn them into burning ash and bam bam, and like he's throwing a very crazy blue flames, as Izuku said. So your name is Dabi, huh? Nice to meet you. As he holding his hand in front of him to shake Dabi's hand, as Dabi said, Sub, nice to meet you. It's finally nice to meet the one that's working with Stain. I want to ask you, how does it feel like to work with the hero killer? As Izuku said, it was a great feeling before he get captured. Sorry for the noises, guys, it's just my brother. As Toga said, well, the second one is Twice. He's the one with he having ability to duplicate anyone that he, got some information about, like how tall are they, how much weight are they, and things like that, and their quirk. As Twice said, hello, it's nice to meet you. I hate you. I'm really grateful to see the one with that working with Stain. You must be so strong. How weak could you even become than this? As Twice just talking weird. As Izuku said, is he okay? As Shigaraki said, don't worry, he's normally doing that. He have a split personality. As Izuku said, oh, alright, nice to meet you. As this third one, Toga said, and this is Mr. Compress. He can turn anything into marbles with just a simple touch out of his hand, and he's the wizard of the team. He can do a very great tricks like making things disappear and appear and things like that. As Mr. Compress lifting up his hat and said, nice to meet you, Mr. Curdle. It's really a big honor to meet the Stain's successor. As Izuku said, nice to meet you, Mr. Compress. And after that, Toga, introduced Izuku into Magnet, as, Izuku just shaking his hand. And the last one, which is, not the last one, Mustard, and, she introduced him into Mustard and Muscular. And the last one, which is, of course, that Spinner. As Spinner immediately said, nice to meet you. I'm really as Izuku said, are you okay? Why are you acting so weird? As Spinner said, Spinner, focus. This is Stain's successor in front of you. You should ask him directly with him to teach you some tricks. All right, take a deep breath. As he said, well, it's nice to meet you. As Izuku said, are you a fan of Stain? As Spinner said, how did you know? As Izuku said, you basically wearing like him, but much worse. As Spinner he got his heart broken, saying, damn it, he doesn't like my fashion. I need to make my appearance look more better than this. I will just gonna make the name of Stain get filled with shame if I just running around wearing something like this. As Izuku said, well, anyways, nice to meet you, Spinner. As Izuku just, turn around and start walking away as Spinner said, "No, wait!" But Shigaraki has already interrupting him, saying, "Well, now welcome to the League of Villains. Curdle, can you introduce us with your real name?" As Izuku said, "Midoriya. Izuku Midoriya. Nice to meet you." And this one gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say then. Severed was here.